Hey! Again. So, let's see. Today is the 24th of June, 2019. I had a good weekend. Saturday we went riding with my family and Megan. We had a really good time. I know I'm very enthusiastic right now, but I'm tired again. Man, I got to do some donuts in Jeannie's Yukon. They didn't. It's so big. The vehicle is huge, so the donuts aren't perfect donuts because it's just so big and it's a little underpowered to be doing that. It only works on gravel, but everybody had a lot of fun. Everybody thought it was great. Sunday went and saw. No, Saturday evening went and saw Mom and Dad. Ate dinner down there. Had fun at the pool. Excuse me, sorry. And then Sunday. Didn't do anything Sunday, I don't think. Did we stay home on Sunday? I don't remember. Monday was good. So last night's work was pretty good. I dodged some more difficult work, which was nice. Got out sort of kind of easy on it. I'm going to try to do most of these journal entries with, a little review of what happened that day, if anything really interesting happened over the weekend or something. I'll go over that, but I do want to put in a lot of my thoughts and ideas and things that I value, things that I think are important to talk about or important to get people talking about or make people aware of, be it my children, my family. Just so people can kind of get to know me a little better through this video vlog, or journal. I don't really know what it's going to become. I think it's, at this point, I haven't done many videos, but I think it's taking on the style of a vlog. Oh, did everybody see the video with the little baby fawn? That's pretty cool. We were driving into the subdivision, and I looked over and he was stumbling across the little hill there you saw. And just before I pulled to a stop, he just kind of collapsed down and laid where you saw him laying. And then I really thought either he was hurt or he was just going to let me walk right up to him. Now, had he let me walk right up to him, I'll be honest, I probably would have picked him up. And then his mom would have come out of the woods and beat my ass. Which would have been an awesome video. But it was pretty cool anyway. Thought topic for the day. I was riding home today and I had to, from work, left the work at about 6:30 in the morning. And I was coming north toward Gainesville. And I had to stop at Gainesville. But I kind of just fell into my normal autopilot on the way home, just driving, and drove right past Gainesville. I didn't get far. I only made it up to the YMCA. No, I made it further than that. I made it up to the next red light after that. But, I told my dad that he and I talked briefly for a second on something, and I informed him that I was going to steal the idea for today's video. And that's autopilot. How, similar to how I just kind of drove past my responsibilities and things that were important, we do that a lot in life. We settle into the daily grind and just go with it. And days, weeks, and months can pass us by, and we'll look up and be like, man, what happened? Where did the time go? And I don't want that to be me. I mean, I've done it plenty of times. I've done it, just switch into autopilot, do the daily grind, wake up, go to work, come home, sleep. Wake up, go to work, come home, sleep, etc., etc., etc. And I mean, yeah, I have to wake up and go to work, come home and sleep, but I don't want to settle into just the flip your brain off and just be a zombie. I want to actively avoid that in my life. And I think part of that will be just being mindful of my surroundings and people I talk to. Today we ran by saw Jeannie's mom at the nursing home. Took her some waters and stuff, bottled water. And I had to run to the restroom, and so as I was going over there was this old lady in a wheelchair. You know how old ladies seem to congregate at nursing homes. But I walked past her and she held her hand out to me. Now, I'm going to be honest. There is a phobia called, I believe, Gerontophobia, and that is the fear of old people. And I 100% have it. Old people really creep me out. The nursing home is like the zombie apocalypse. They're all just, they don't scare me, but I think it's just people behaving strangely because they're old. I mean, yes, they're people. I know they're people, but sometimes I get uneasy around strange behaving old people. But this lady really wasn't that strange behaving. I walked past her and she held her hand out to me. Well, I reached up and I took her hand and I shook it, and she gripped my hand. And she started to tear up, and all she said was, "Thank you. Thank you. Thank you," just for noticing her. Now, had I been on autopilot, had I not had that thought earlier that day, I may have just walked right past her, not paid her any attention, focused on bathroom. But I did my business, I came back out, and she was still there. And again, she held her hand out to me. And so I took it, and she pulled my hand close, said thank you several times, and just kissed my hand, and then let me go. And that made me realize, more so than ever, and this sounds terrible to say this, but that those creepy old people are real people. They're just trapped inside dilapidated bodies. So that was my learning experience for the day. I learned that my uneasiness around old folks can be perceived as rude. And I'm sure a lot of them don't even realize what's going on around them, but they're just people. Maybe they don't all think correctly. Maybe they don't all have their wits about them, but they're real people. And I need to notice things like that more often. To be mindful is to actively switch off your autopilot and focus on the little things in life. I mean, I know it sounds silly, but just sitting, I went to the dentist today, and I sat there in the dentist office contemplating what I was going to do on this video. And I just started looking around me and being mindful. And I can only do one side of the quotes because the other hand is holding the phone. By just noticing things like the doorknobs on the hardware on the cabinets, the stool that was over in the corner that looked really cool. It had these black wrought iron feet. This looked like hardwood seat. I wanted to buy it, but I figured they wouldn't let me have it. So that's my lesson for me today, and I want to keep up with that, is be mindful of my surroundings and not always be on autopilot. Hold on, let me make sure we're still recording. Yep, we're good. I had to delete a lot of info, a lot of data on my phone today, because when I hit record earlier, it only gave me 5 minutes of record time, and that was it. Let's see. I had one other thing I wanted to talk. Two other things. First, so starting in November of last year, moving forward to now, we'll say 3 months ago. Up until 3 months ago, I was actively losing weight. I was very focused on calorie reduction. I was exercising. And 3 months ago, I said, you know what? I've stalled out. I'm not getting down below the 230 mark. I was hitting like 229, 233, 227, and I just kept floating right there around 230. I couldn't break it. So I said, I'm going to just take a step back and just kind of relax on my calorie focus and just be normal for a month. 1 month turned to 2 months, turned to 3 months. Now, I haven't really gained a whole lot. I'm 234 pounds right now. But I don't feel good. I don't feel bad, but I don't feel like I did 3 months ago. And I think I would like to maybe use these videos to help me have an invisible accountability partner. Someone that can or myself really, that can keep me going on what I want to do. So I'll give you like weekly updates on my weight. This will help me push forward with this, because lately I've had like zero willpower, and I don't know why. Where I had 3 months ago, I had all the willpower in the world. I could push back from any meal, even if I thought it was delicious. Push that back. But now it's like, and I don't like that. I don't like that weakness in myself. So I'll keep you updated on that. Starting today, I'm going to start reducing my calories again. Not to the point I feel weak and tired and dizzy like I've done in the past. That's not smart. But we'll see how this goes. And another thing I want to talk about, I know I'm recording this on YouTube, and I know I'm using my phone and technology, but I think as a people, we rely too much on our technology, our phones. We were at the pool Saturday at my dad's house, and I looked around me, and I was a little guilty of it, but I looked around me, and everybody, all the adults were just all these things going on around them, and everybody just and it's like we're zombies. These phones have us enslaved to them, and we can do nothing but just not even really looking at anything. There's more interesting stuff going on around us, but we want to look at somebody else's life or somebody else's pictures or YouTube. I want to try to actively I know I keep saying actively, that's my word for the day. I want to try to keep my phone out of my hands more often than not. I'm going to try to do that this week and see how I do. If I can just kind of lay my phone down and not pick it up. I don't have to check Instagram. I don't really do Facebook much. But I want to lay my phone down a little more often this week, especially around the family. And I want to see how I feel. If I can reduce my food intake and make my body feel better, can I reduce my entertainment intake, my personal entertainment, like my phone? That's not like, if we watch TV with the family, to me that's different. I'm spending time with the family. But if I can reduce that, maybe my brain will feel better. So I'll let you know how that goes. But that's it for today. Weekend was fun. And now we're past Monday. Monday at work was a Monday. But I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to go relax for a minute and then go to bed and do it all over again. Bye.